It's one of those forecasts you just got to shake your head and go with it.
That's right, no doubt about it.
Well, this week, the administration of President Joe Biden released their fiscal budget for 2025, and it includes nearly $110 billion for the Department of Transportation.
And the funding request comes after a series of aviation incidents and concerns surrounding manufacturers like Boeing. Erie News Now Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon heard from transportation officials. He's live with us now from Washington. Good evening, Brendan.
Hey there, Mike and Eva. Good evening to you. Well, to keep the skies safe, transportation officials say the approach is sort of two-pronged. First, the FAA says they're doing everything they can to crack down and close loopholes and work on those compliance issues with manufacturers like Boeing. The second, they say, is that billions of dollars in President Biden's funding request is absolutely pivotal for things like improving existing facilities and equipment, as well as hiring some really key personnel that keep us safe when we travel.
What do you have to say to the flying public? Is the system safe?
Every time I step off a jet bridge and onto an airliner, which is every few days, I know that the reason why American aviation is the safest means of travel in the world is the work that is done by the FAA, by flight crews, by everybody who is involved in that process.
This week, transportation and aviation officials reassured the flying public that American aviation is safe. Recent in-flight incidents have fueled concerns over a lack of transparency and accountability with companies like Boeing.
To reassure the flying public that, in fact, the planes are safe.
We've dramatically increased our oversight of the actual production of the aircraft.
An FAA audit into Boeing's 737 production process found that the company failed 33 of 89 sections, as well as 97 instances of alleged noncompliance. Now, transportation officials say they're cracking down.
The administrator's leadership has been really critical to making clear to Boeing that they need to go through a serious transformation here.
The safety concerns that have been raised are real.
New York Republican Mark Molinaro is a member of the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee and the Subcommittee on Aviation. He says recent events have brought increased transparency and efficiency for companies like Boeing.
However, passengers, consumers across the globe need to know that we're doing everything in our power to demand and ensure safety in the air.
Molinaro says he's confident with FAA leadership and hopes they will meet the needs of American aviation, like hiring more air traffic controllers.
And I'm hopeful that they make an earnest effort to ensure that we're growing the workforce to meet the needs of American aviation.
And the FAA is seeking nearly $22 billion out of that $109 billion funding request for the Department of Transportation. That $22 billion would be used for sustaining the national airspace system, as we said, renovating, replacing existing facilities and equipment, and hiring more air traffic controllers, all of which officials say are paramount to keep us safe in the sky. Reporting live in Washington for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Mike and Eva, back to you.